Now we'll do arithmetic. Whenever you have this sign, we used to call it as radical sign or so called square root. Okay, the sign we call it radical sign. Then whatever written inside the spoon, we used to call it as order, and the one which is right inside here, we call it radicand. Okay, so the whole form we used to call it as radical form. I may write like that, x. So when no order here mean 2. This is the radicand form. If I write it in exponential form, it will become 1 by 2. So remember, the value of this radical is 1 by 2. The one which you write inside, we call it radicand. So now remember, radicand, there are two types. One we call them light radical, which are similar to one another. Another we call unlight radical, okay, which are different from one another. What are light radical? Light radical, you have to see the order. Order, I told you, you have to check inside the spoon. Okay, if nothing written in the spoon, mean order is 2. We don't have order 1. Then if it is order 3, 3 will be written. If there is 4, 4 will be written. So you have to check. In order to become light radicand, they should have same order and same radicand. Example like here, okay? You have square root 2. Here also square root 2. You look at this one inside the root. They are same. And inside the spoon also same. Don't worry about this 3. Does not matter. When you write pure root like this, we call it pure radical. If you write something outside, something inside, we call it mixed radical. But the main thing is that what are the light radicals? Okay, those you have to see. Remember, they have same order. That means this one. I may write like that also, no? 3 to the power 3. Then I may write 7 or something to the power 3. So there you see. Order here 3 same, radicand same. So this kind we call them light radical. Then when we have this kind, remember we can add them, we can subtract. Okay, we can add, we can subtract, we can plus, we can minus. Then if we have unlight radicals, what are unlight radicals? Unlight radicals, you check the order. When the order are different, they may even have same radicand also. We call it unlight radical. Or another times, the order may be same, but the radicand are not same. So in that case, they are unlight radical. So in that case, remember, we cannot plus them. Okay, we cannot add, we cannot subtract. But if needed, remember, we can convert. But if needed, we can convert. Okay, we can convert unlight radical to light radical there. So you should remember. Example here you see. Here we have power is, I already told you, if nothing written mean 2. Here order is 3. The order are not same. So these are known as unlight radical. We cannot plus, we cannot minus them. Though here we have 3, 3. Okay. Then here if you look, no number, power 2. Here no number, mean the order 2. But look at the radicand, here 5, here 6. So this case we call them unlight radicand. So you have to remember that when we have unlight radicand, we cannot plus, we cannot minus. Okay, the main aim is that. But if needed, remember, we can convert them. Okay, light to unlight, unlight to light by proper method. But the main aim here is when can we add them, when can we subtract them. So remember, to add or to subtract, we can do only those light radical. If they are different, that means unlight, we cannot plus them, we cannot minus them. We have to leave them on their own. Okay, I hope it's clear. So remember, before you add, you subtract, you multiply or divide, first you check, are they light radical or unlight radical? If light radical, then you can plus them. But unlight radical, you cannot plus, you cannot minus. We'll see exercise 1E. Add the here. You see the radicand. Okay. We have to plus them. But like I told you, before you plus, you need to check. Okay. Are they light or unlight radicand? If they are light, we can plus them. If they are unlike, we cannot plus, we cannot minus. You have to leave the answer as that. Okay, number 1 and number 2 we have to plus. We have to add them. So in place of and, we can replace with plus. Okay, plus sign. So no change will be there in sign. Those. Remember, if they are unlike, we cannot plus, we cannot minus. We can plus and minus only those which are like radicand. Like radicand mean same order, same radicand. Okay, so let's check. Check the spoon. Okay, here we have radicand first 3, here 3. So you see there is no number here, no number. So that means they are like. So we can take this one. But this one, you see, this is 2, this is 3. They are unlike. We cannot plus. But this one and this one, okay, don't worry about the number in front. Okay, you only have to check the order and you have to check the radicand. So let's bring it together. If no number here mean there is only one. Okay, then here we have 2 root 2. Here you have minus, sign remains same. Okay, so those. Now you see order same, radicand same. So that means this 2 we can plus. But when we plus, the radicand will not change. Only this coefficient will change. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3. Radicand remains same. Remember, when you add or subtract, only the coefficient will change. That means the number outside the root. The number which are inside the root, they will remain same. Then here you see, we have 5 root 2, 2 root 2. 1 minus, 1 plus. So it will go the same way. Different rule, different sign we have to subtract. So probably 5 is greater with minus sign. So we have to write minus. So here also when you subtract, radicand remains same. Only the coefficient will change. 5 minus 2 will remain 3 square root 2. So this is square root 3, this square root 2. They are unlike. We cannot plus, we cannot minus. We leave that as the answer. So remember, whenever you have to plus, you have to check, are they like or unlike? So arrange the like radicand together, the unlike together. Then if you have same sign, you plus the coefficient, the radicand remains same. If you have different sign, subtract, then only the coefficient, the radicand remains same. And once you get that they become unlike radical, you cannot plus, you cannot minus anymore. The answer will remain like that only.